Rococo art, Fragonard's The Progress of Love. The Progress of Love is a four-piece series by Jean-Héré Fragonard, who was a prominent figure in the Rococo movement. The Progress of Love consists of four pieces: the pursuit, the meeting/a surprise, the consummation/the marriage, and the love letters. I will be talking about the pursuit and the meeting. Both are currently housed in Frick Madison in New York City, New York, and the United States. Before we can get into the analysis of the Progress of Love, we have to talk about Rococo art as a whole. Rococo art was developing in the early 1800s in Paris, France. It was advanced by King Louis XV and King Louis XVI, nicknamed the Last because he was the last king of France before the monarchy was shot down by the French Revolution. After King Louis XVI died, the new king started to redecorate his palace. Rococo art is defined by its asymmetrical, elegant, decorative, and captivating characteristics. It uses a lot of soft pastel colors, nudity to appreciate the beauty and elegance of the human body, blue-blooded individuals relaxing in the outdoors, and a characteristic of love and playfulness. It was also used by French artists as an expression of freedom, being free from the art academies at the time. Fragonard was a prominent figure in the Rococo movement, making famous pieces like The Swing, The Lock, The Stolen Kiss, The Fountain of Love, A Young Girl Reading, and A Blind Man's Bluff. The Pursuit depicts three young girls by an eggshell-colored stone fountain. One is sitting on the rim of the fountain while holding the other up, and the third one is sitting in the shade cast by the other two girls. The girl that is behind, held up by one of her friends, appears to be getting away as a young man emerges from the stone plant holder to offer her a rose. She appears about to fall. One source even saying that Fragonard intended it to look like she was falling in love. The rose appears to be plucked from the rose bush, surrounded by the pot of the pedestal that the plant holder is on. The figures take up the bottom one-third of the painting, while the other two-thirds are taken over by the impressive garden fauna. A statue of two Cupid babies riding a dolphin overlooking them is a rush of anxious love. The meeting depicts a young lady in her garden reading. Her lover has scaled the garden wall in this piece to spend a moment with his future spouse. The woman, looking off to the left, almost startled that someone is coming or about to intrude onto their time alone, or she was reading something. She could also be calling out for help, as she sees this man scale the wall, throwing up her arms in fear. There is also a statue of Venus and Cupid, with a baby Cupid reaching up for arrows that Venus is holding away from him. There are flower bushes all over the ground, while there are several large trees in the background. This piece has a light, cool blue sky, compared to the Pursuit's warmer teal blue sky. All four paintings of The Progress of Love were commissioned by Comtesse de Berry, the last wife of King Louis XV. The pleasure pavilion where these pieces take place was done by Claude Nicolas Ledoux. The Progress of Love, the meeting on Google Arts and Culture states, the Countess ordered Fragonard's 4 canvases depicting the 4 stages of love. This series advances in the following order, from a flirtatious proposal to a fugitive meeting, to a consummation or marriage, to the calm enjoyment of a happy union. Lady du Barry did not want them and commissioned another artist to do these pieces. She was turned off by the results because they looked too similar to her and King Louis XV, or the style of the painting would have clashed with the rest of her classical home. Fragonard kept the paintings instead for 20 years before installing the series in his cousin's chateau in southern France.